What's poppin', y'all? Ye's recently been spending some more time with his new wife, Bianca, that he's been with for probably, I think it's like closer to a year that they've been married now. The most recent sighting was in Italy, and that was in preparation for Travis Scott's massive show that he did with Kanye West, or Ye. And he posted some new photos, which I posted on my IG, and I had the question, which was, what is Ye doing? Now, if you look at these photos, which they're going to be heavily blurred when I send them to you, but pretty much his wife is all out in display. She's all out there. It's damn near bare. And the reason why I say this is because if you guys recall, Ye was stressing and upset about Kim Kardashian when he was with her, saying he didn't want her dressing in a certain manner, that it wasn't befitting of her role, it wasn't representing her well, it wasn't setting a good example for his daughter and his kids, all of this stuff, which is justified. However, not so much when those are the reasons that you married her, or one of the many reasons that you married her is because she looked a certain way, she dressed a certain way, and you encouraged that. And then now, a decade later, you want her to change her stripes. But that's fair. Let's say he found his faith again, wanted to be a better example, and wanted her to be a reflection of his example, and in that, she would have to change the way she dressed. They separate, or they get divorced, all of that goes on. He gets married, and then he goes through the religious, I wouldn't say it's a phase, but he goes through the cycle where he gets really religious, and then he's talking about it, he's preaching it, he gets married because he doesn't want to just engage in premarital sex, which makes sense, and then follows it up with his wife was kind of like dressing normal. His wife never dressed like this that we can see because she's actually a professional. I think she's an architect. She was working at JayZ. So it's not like her job is an IG thought. I don't even know if she has an Instagram page. So if I don't know if she has an Instagram page or not, she probably doesn't. However, I'm probably not the person to ask considering I don't follow any of these chicks on Instagram. So maybe I'm not the person to ask. With that being said, though, he has her all out bare. And this is after Ye did the whole... Was it the dinner or the birthday party? Oh, no, the Yeezy Rave. So Yeezy Rave was before the birthday party. Yeezy Rave, he has her, amongst others, pretty much naked, bare, with crosses on their lower back, pretty much on the top of their behind. And it just like, damn, like what's going on? Is this, some people are saying Ye is cloned. I think this is something that we have to call Ye out on. And this is the funny thing too. People said, oh, I'm surprised to see you calling out Ye. What? I've been critical of Ye a ton, especially when it comes to him working with people. Certain times I've said, yeah, it's probably his fault. He's probably difficult to work with, etc. Just because he is a legend. It's not even that I think he's a legend. That's an absolute fact. He's a legend, beyond legendary. Doesn't mean that I agree with everything he says or does. That's just completely false. And whoever echoes that is a moron, but it's no surprise. There's plenty of morons walking amongst us. So this is just hypocritical of Ye. And then I saw somebody say in the Instagram comments, which isn't a bad point to make, they just didn't completely think it through. And he said something along the lines of, which you should follow me on Instagram, by the way, at helloyassine. He said something along the lines of, well, Kim is his wife, and he's not saying she shouldn't have dressed a certain way. Thoughting it up means it's her actions, not the way she dresses. What is he talking about? Kim was loyal to Ye, as far as we know, and Ye was specifically talking about the way she dressed. So that falls out of the wayside. Then there's also another comment saying, well, he wants her to be an example for his kids. That's different. He's just married to this woman. They don't have kids together. It doesn't make a difference because Ye is an example for his kids. So let's say Kim dresses a certain way, but if Ye is married now to a woman that is incredibly provocative in dress, and I think this is Ye that's dressing her. I don't even think she's like, oh, I want to dress like this. What does that tell Ye's daughters? And what does that tell Ye's sons? That their father endorses this and is willing to get married to this. So it's really no different. This isn't something where I would actually apply a double standard, because I think it's equal across the board, even though like Ye dressing well, it's not equal, but the point is, if Kim is dressing a certain way and his new wife is dressing a certain way and they're the same, then he's just co-signing it. And even if Kim were to dress, let's say modestly, yet Ye's wife is dressed in a certain way, it's conflicting for the kids because the kids are like, oh, well, our dad's not with our mom anymore, and he's with this new woman who's dressed in this way. So it's still rewarding that behavior or co-signing it, which I think is wrong. However, I think this is what makes us love Ye more. Not these exact actions, but the fact that he's human. Like Drake is one of those people that makes the right move, or JayZ. I like to be critical of JayZ. I'm not critical of JayZ. I like JayZ a lot because I feel like I relate to him the most, but perhaps that's why I'm more inclined to mess with Ye, because he's not really like me. So Jay, for instance, he'll make the right calculated move almost every time. Jay seems perfect on the outside. We've never seen Jay with an outburst, ever in life. He was even getting beat up by his wife's sister in an elevator, and he was cool, calm, collected, walked it off, just left, didn't make a scene out of it, didn't make a scene afterwards, chill about everything. The whole, his wife doing the Lemonade album, him cheating, supposedly. It's probably true, they kind of admitted it. Him cooled off of that. Then there's people like Drake who are somewhat similar. Now, Drake messed up by getting some random person pregnant. That was probably the big mess up, as well as the info getting out that he had ghostwriters, with Meek leaking that, and then supposedly Pusha T getting certain info from someone in his camp. But Drake always kind of makes the right move, and he's consistent. But Ye, you see him, he's like, oh, all about the religion, this, and this, and boom. A couple months later, you see Yeezy rave. And then you see his wife dressing like this, when he was just saying his old wife, he didn't want her dressing a certain way. And you're like, yo, this kind of doesn't make sense. I thought you were on this type of timing. But that's just Ye. And it's human, because not everyone's perfect all the time. Granted, that doesn't mean you should display imperfections in the way that Ye does. Like, if Ye falters behind closed doors after he found his faith, that's completely different than Ye putting on Yeezy rave where he's got naked chicks with crosses on them. Those are two entirely different things. I definitely don't co-sign that Yeezy rave thing at all, nor the naked sushi thing that was going on at his birthday party. But there is an element of not enjoying, but appreciating that someone is making mistakes, but constantly trying to go back. Because he's always trying to go back to faith, trying to be a better example, but he keeps faltering. And it's just an example that we shouldn't do that, and we should probably be more consistent. We should definitely, there's no probably. I don't know why I'm talking with halfway talk when I never talk with halfway talk. We should definitely aim to be consistent with our beliefs and match them up to our actions. And it's better for actions that when you falter, for it to be in private than public. However, when you're a public figure and you're not hiding anything, that allows people to favor you so much more, because they know everyone else is hiding something. So if something comes out about Ye, nobody's ever going to be surprised. But if something comes out about Jay, people are like, whoa, Jay did that? When he's portrayed this kind of perfect image? Yeah, I don't like the hypocrisy from Ye on this one. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.